You open your banking app, and there it is. That sinking feeling again. Somehow, despite getting paid just 5 days ago, your account is already gasping for air. Rent's paid, sure. Groceries, yeah. But the rest? Gone. Dissolved into the void like a magician's final trick. Poof! And now you're wondering the same question you ask every month. Where did it all go? Let's get something out of the way early. You're not stupid. You're not reckless. You're not even particularly irresponsible with money. But you are operating in a system and a psychology that's been rigged against you from the start. You're not broke because you're bad at math. You're broke because money has stopped being about numbers. It has started being about emotions, identity, status, control, stress relief, even love. Welcome to the psychology of spending. Let's break down why you're spending in ways you don't understand so you can finally take back control. You don't buy things, you buy feelings. Here's the first uncomfortable truth. Most of the things you spend money on aren't about the thing. That coffee? It's about a ritual that makes you feel like you have your life together. That $79 shirt? It's not about the shirt. It's about who you become when you wear it. That random Amazon order you forgot you placed? Yeah, that was about dopamine. We buy outcomes, emotions, stories, and we do it without realizing it. Because on paper, it doesn't make sense. You have financial goals, you want to save more, invest more, live better, but then you keep sabotaging your own plan one tap of the buy now button at a time. Why? Because your spending decisions are happening before you even think. They're happening in your nervous system, in your subconscious, in that little part of your brain that just wants to feel okay for 5 minutes. And that part doesn't care about retirement. Micro stress, macro spending. Here's what nobody tells you. Most of your unnecessary spending doesn't come from joy. It comes from stress. You're stuck in traffic and angry. You buy a $12 lunch you didn't plan for. You have a bad meeting at work. You scroll and order a new gadget. You're exhausted. You grab a $22 DoorDash even though there's food at home. It's not about the money. It's about self-soothing. You've been sold the idea that buying things is a legitimate way to manage emotional turbulence. And why wouldn't you believe it? That's what every ad for the last 30 years has told you. You deserve this. Treat yourself because you're worth it. Translation, you're tired, sad, or overwhelmed, and we know exactly what to sell you to numb that feeling. And it works. Until it doesn't. Because the problem isn't spending for joy. The problem is spending to escape discomfort. The reward circuit hijack. Let's talk brain chemistry for a sec. But don't worry, I'll keep it human. Your brain has a reward circuit. It's the thing that lights up when you eat, laugh, kiss, or do something that benefits your survival. In the modern world, that reward circuit has been hacked. Big companies have figured out how to make spending money feel rewarding, even if it isn't. You get a dopamine spike when you click Buy Now, another when you get the confirmation email, another when the package arrives, and one more when you unbox it. They've turned spending into a 4-stage dopamine drip. So when life gets boring, hard, or uncertain, what do? We chase the high. Not with drugs, not with alcohol, with Target, with Amazon, with just browsing your favorite shopping app at 11:47 p.m. while you lie in bed wondering why you're not happier. But here's the thing. Your brain doesn't care that your purchase was unwise. It just wants relief. And buying things is the cheapest, fastest, most socially acceptable way to get it. Death by 1,000 tiny yeses. When people think about being bad with money, they imagine someone going out and buying a $90,000 car they can't afford. But that's not you. You're not broke because of one giant mistake. You're broke because of 277 small ones. A $5 coffee here, an $18 lunch there, a $7 subscription you forgot you had, a $42 impulse buy that made you feel alive for 4 minutes. Tiny leaks, all of them defensible, all of them seemingly harmless, but they add up like termites, quietly, invisibly. And by the end of the month, you're staring at your bank statement like it betrayed you. Let me be clear here. It's not the coffee. It's not the lunch. It's the fact that you didn't realize you said yes to 277 little expenses that took you further away from what you actually want. The identity trap. One of the most powerful forces in spending behavior, identity. Humans don't buy things that match their income. We buy things that match the story we tell ourselves about who we are or who we wish we were. Maybe you're the friend who always picks up the tab. Maybe you're the fashion girl or the gear guy. Maybe you're someone who grew up poor and now spends to prove you made it. Or someone who grew up rich and spends to stay in the club. Your spending isn't random. It's deeply connected to your sense of self, which means if you try to fix your money habits without understanding your identity habits, it won't stick.
Because the moment you feel like you're betraying who you are, you'll sabotage the whole plan just to feel like yourself again. The myth of I'll start next month. If you've ever told yourself, okay, this month got a little out of hand, but I'm going to be super disciplined next month, welcome to the club. That sentence is financial crack. It makes you feel responsible without actually changing anything. It's the money version of starting a diet on Monday while you finish the pizza tonight. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your future self is not some magical being with more willpower than you. She's just you, tired, distracted, hungry, and probably still ordering sushi at midnight because you're too tired to cook. Waiting for a perfect time to get your spending under control is like waiting for silence in a house full of toddlers. It's not coming. Start where you are, even if it's messy, even if you feel behind, because later rarely shows up. How to fix it without hating your life. Okay, so what do you actually do? How do you regain control without turning into a monk who eats rice and regrets for dinner? Here's what works. Not perfection, awareness. Start with the 7-day spending journal. Yes, write down everything you buy. Not just the amount, but the emotion. I bought this after a bad day. I clicked this because I was bored. I got this because I felt like I deserved something. You'll start to see the patterns. After that, you want a system, not just a budget, a spending structure that aligns with your actual life. Here's a super simple framework. Fixed expenses, like rent, bills, subscriptions. Future you, meaning savings and investments. Fun, yes, fun. Allocate money for guilt-free spending. And flex, the catch-all category for unpredictable stuff. The goal isn't to restrict you. It's to stop making spending decisions from your emotions and start making them from your values. Emotional spending doesn't mean bad person. Let me be very clear here. You are not bad with money because you've emotionally spent. You're human. You were never taught the emotional side of money. You were taught that it's math, that budgeting is boring, that saving is painful, that investing is for people with 6 figures and suits. But the truth is, money is emotional. It touches every part of your life, your time, your freedom, your relationships, your sense of safety. So if you've used it to feel something, that makes you normal. The win isn't never spending emotionally. The win is recognizing when you are and choosing whether it's worth it. The point of money that nobody talks about. Here's the part most personal finance advice forgets. The point of money isn't to hoard it. It's not to flex with it. It's not even to retire early. It's to live a life that feels good to you. Not to your coworkers, not to your Instagram followers, to you. And maybe for you, that life includes a Friday coffee that makes you feel human. Great, keep it. Just know it's there. Because once you start aligning your spending with your values instead of your emotions or insecurities, you stop feeling guilty. You stop feeling broke. You stop feeling confused. You start feeling powerful. So, if you're staring at your account wondering how it vanished again, remember this. It's not that you're bad with money. It's that money isn't just money anymore. It's identity, it's emotion, it's coping, it's culture, it's survival. But now that you see it, you can change it. You can build a system that lets you feel good about your money without hating your life in the process. Start small, one decision, one habit, one moment of awareness. Because your financial life isn't built in a weekend. It's built in 1,000 tiny choices. And for the first time, you're about to make those choices on purpose. Let's go.